Hey, I want to talk to you today about Snake Eyes, the iconic G.I. Joe character. And why am I talking about Snake Eyes today? Well, I promise I'm not going to respond to every idiot thing that every actor says. But the actor that's going to be playing Snake Eyes in the upcoming new G.I. Joe film uh, complained in an interview that no one could see his brilliant acting because his face is covered by a mask the entire time. He kind of misses the point that that's what Snake Eyes is all about, the mystery. Um, Now, for those of you who don't know the origins of Snake Eye, at the very beginning, Snake Eyes was created as a generic character, a generic action figure, as part of the initial G.I. Joe line. And his entire purpose was to increase the profit margin of the line because hand painting all of the characters was a big expense. And Hasbro was trying to undercut the price of Kenner's Star Wars action figures at the time. So they decided that if they had one figure in the set that didn't require painting, it would make the entire line profitable. And that character is Snake Eyes, simply molded in black plastic, not painted at all. All of his accoutrements, his sword, his gun, all stamped out in one run of black plastic. And it saved the line, and G.I. Joe became profitable and ultimately immensely popular. Now, um, no one knew that this character that was basically created almost like a stormtrooper character for the series would become its most popular character. And in fact, for years, the most popular character in comic books as well as toys. And all of that is because of Larry Hama, this gentleman here. I'll get out of the way. Boy, highly professional broadcasting effort this is. Um, Larry Hama, Larry Hama understood the very simple principle that mystery enhances and engages the reader, enhances the story, engages the reader. The less you know, the more you want to know. And he made Snake Eyes a mystery. And by making him a mystery, he made him cooler. The other thing that Larry understands, and I learned over time writing comics, is that kids, who are supposed to be our primary audience, kids love to project themselves on their heroes. And who better to project yourself on than Snake Eyes? We don't know what he looks like and he never talks. So any kid could imagine that they were Snake Eyes. And that's a big appeal to kids because it's wish fulfillment fantasy. I'm this tough guy that nobody can defeat. And Larry dug that, and you know, that's a large part of how he built this character into the beloved um, beloved figure that it is even to this day. But that seems to elude people in Hollywood. But so much eludes people in Hollywood, as we all understand. So, yeah, I didn't mean to put that back up. So anyhow, um, now what's my dog in this hunt? Um, I want to stand up for Larry. I want to, stand up for the truth here, and maybe explain to those who don't understand what was so cool about this. And for the other part was that for a while, um, I joined Larry at IDW in writing issues of GI Joe. He had his own series, I had mine, and I actually had a Snake Eyes series for a while. So I got to write the character, and definitely the most challenging character I've ever had to write because the guy doesn't talk, he doesn't emote, but he does. He does emote, and that was the hardest thing, was to get across, what this guy was about without using dialogue. And enormous challenge, but one I enjoyed immensely. I loved writing this guy because he is just so super cool. I mean, that is just built into the character that he is very, very cool. But readers have certain expectations, and you've got to live up to them. You've got to keep that coolness factor at 1,000%, or you're going to disappoint the readers. And I was very aware of that, and I worked very hard to make him always interesting, um, you know, and obviously always cool, always deadly, always the most awesome guy in the room or on the page every time he appeared. So anyway, that's the deal with all of that. Once again, I'm responding to you know, something that I thought needed to be called out, thought you might enjoy hearing about. Now, I do a lot of other videos like this on unauthorized TV. It's a subscription service. You can head on over there. I go into a lot more depth. I think there's 30 some videos up now. There's about 12 more in the can. And I talk about comics, movies, writing in general, all from the perspective of a comic book writer. So if you want to head over there to Unauthorized TV and look for my name and check out a few of the free videos and maybe even sign up. All right, Chuck Dixon out. I will see you down the road.